increasingly companies are moving towards an opened up infrastructure to provide their clients and their staff with access to information when it's needed. And the key differentiator for companies these days is being able to offer their customers what they want when they want it, and not have to be constrained by a 9-to-5 culture of picking up a telephone and ringing people. So having this always on connected infrastructure for companies, for their clients, sets them apart from companies, their competitors, that don't have that. So keeping one eye on security this day and age is very important. Additionally, a lot of companies are now considering what's called cloud-based computing models. This is where you're moving some of your IT processing facilities and data storage facilities and the security and everything around it into the cloud, as it's now known, or onto the internet. And to do that, you either provide that service from inside your own infrastructure, or you'll outsource to a company like ITPS, who would provide that kind of service for you. All of this requires automatically, almost unconsciously, that the infrastructure is secure. It's a bit like a bank. When you go to open a bank account, you don't really go and say to the bank manager, can you show me your vault please? Can you take me on a grand tour of the building to show that all the fire exits are alarmed and secured and that nobody can break in? So it's an unconscious thing that's required these days, that you go to your IT service provider expecting them to have a minimum level of security. In this country and in Europe and most of the Western world, the governments have had a lot of high-profile data losses. People have left briefcases with laptops and disks of data, citizen data, on the train, or somebody's house has been broken into and a laptop has been stolen with citizen data on it. So the government got a little bit tired of the embarrassment of this, and they several years ago started to introduce information security legislation and standards. The standard that really is applicable in this day is a thing called ISO 27001. This is an international standard which companies can operate to. It's not a piece of cake, it's something that's quite challenging for a company to achieve this level of standard. All of the ITPS data centers have this, and the whole of ITPS has this standard. It basically means there's 133-ish controls which control the behaviour of this company. And these controls cover everything from how we recruit our staff, to how we train them in information security, to how we secure our own network and our customers' networks, to how we work with the customers. And then every 6 months, external auditors, they're called British Standards Institute, you'll know them, they've got the little kite mark. And basically the BSI organisation come into ITPS and measure our compliance in every respect, in every department, with those 133 controls. And as long as we don't have any major non-conformities or compliances, then we maintain our certification. We're an accredited ISO 27001 company. That basically means that we have the kite mark, you can trust us. It means that you don't have to worry about your information security because we look after it for you. And in this day and age, when companies are putting more and more of their IT infrastructure into the cloud or into external data centers, into ITPS data centers, then we've got the little badge that says, we are secure. You don't have to worry about it because we have. And my job as Information Security Manager for ITPS means that I've gone away and looked at all of this with my colleagues, spent a lot of time working on it and putting in place the procedures to make sure that we're just as secure as a bank. And in fact, we have 1 or 2 banking and financial institutions who use us and demand that we have these standards. And ITPS take this very, very seriously because we have to. It's what you're paying us to do. It's what customers pay us to do. And ITPS across the whole piece can do that, from the technology we provide, to the consultancy, to the design services, to the support and maintenance we provide. So it's really making sure that you're secure end to end, and there is no opportunity for leakage. And there are no opportunities for individuals to hack into your business via the technology solutions that we provide.